After show. Oh, man.
Go after show.
I'm sorry that you guys get like tired, Evan.
I'm sorry.
Tired and choking, Evan and Caitlin today.
Yeah, you know.
But it's honest, Evan and Caitlin here, coming before you to share our dirty secret. We are done with the video, and as you can see,
There's doors in here.
Yeah, there's one door right there, and another door that is partway
being destroyed.
partway done through stripping.
So it was Wednesday afternoon when we discovered that all the paint was coming off. We upload Thursdays, so it's Thursday morning right now. And so we had to make the call like, okay, do we stay up all night and try to repaint these doors?
It wouldn't have happened.
Or do we take the after shots with the first ones that had the peeling paint? Do we take the after shots of those and then start fixing the doors? It's like we were gonna fix the doors no matter what, but we were like, there's not time to do everything we need to do and repaint them and let everything dry properly and rehang them and get the shots and send it to Lowe's and get feedback. There just wasn't time for Friday, so we had to like...
Fake it a little bit.
We had to fake it a little bit. I mean, they should theoretically look the exact same.
Yeah.
And we took the shots before we scraped it. Like we had noticed a couple little dinks and we were like, oh crap. And then we're like, okay, well we had to touch up a couple spots, get the after shots, and then record the whole scene where we showed what happened.
Yeah.
But it was a little finagling, a little last minute finagling. And it was also weird, like a lot of times we'll hit snags. This one was going so smoothly.
And it was like the timing of it was awkward too, because if you mess up in the beginning or middle of a project, you can kind of like include the fix, like, and then keep a good
and
pace.
Make it like a bigger part of the video. But this was literally as we were starting to record the after shots is when we realized our mistake. And it was like people have already gone through the whole story arc, so we had to figure out how to acknowledge it and show what you need to do instead.
Mm-hmm. I mean, like, I to be extra honest with you guys, it's like we just didn't even know what to do when it happened. We're like, do we show it? Do we not show it? Like, do we add like a little warning? Like, how do we deal with this? But I'm glad that we went the way we did. That it felt right. Yeah. We were on the last stretch, and it's like stumbling right there was just like very demotivating.
Yeah, I feel like we're better now.
Yeah. Like, I'm going to be better once these are done, fully scraped, resanded. Like, I'm not fully better yet.
That's true. Yeah.
Like,
I've passed it more than you have because I'm not looking at it. I'm like
you're not
working
redoing
on metadata, and you're out in the garage like, ugh.
I didn't have to channel too much extra anger to exaggerate into the angry scene. I was pretty upset.
Those were really fun to film, though.
They helped. They helped.
Yeah, those were fun. So another behind the scenes thing, we kind of mentioned this in the very, very beginning of the video, that our original idea was to do an accent wall. And I had seen accent walls like this design that we were going to do on the door, and I was like, oh man, that would be so cool. Or maybe we do some like what is it called, like beadboard on our wall, like something to give it some depth.
But it's not only such a giant wall, and would have to get ladders and
it's so
maybe
giant.
Multiple ladders. We only have one ladder. Like getting another ladder just for this.
I don't think our ladder's tall enough. Those are.
It might that ladder. It's like if you extend it so that it's straight and flat, and rest it up against the wall.
Like we would have had to get two, and we would have had to both, because our original idea that we pitched was like beadboard, which comes in big like plywood sheets.
Yeah.
And even if we did this design, because our walls are super like popcorn textured, we would have still had to do thin plywood sheets against the wall.
Can you imagine if like we did all the spray painting on a wall and it was peeling off?
Well, that wouldn't happen because this was peeling because it was like
oil. But could you imagine?
No, don't talk about it. No. But just like picture being up on two like 20-foot ladders with a 4-foot by 8-foot sheet trying to attach it to the wall.
And like keeping track of where the studs are and everything. And like, I'm not sure.
It seemed like kind of dangerous.
I'm not sure how much of a visual, like it would make a visual difference.
It would make a visual difference, but
not worth it. It just seemed like something not fun to do.
Maybe at some point we'll do an accent wall in one of our rooms that has like a normal height ceiling.
Like 8 foot.
Yeah, like an 8-foot ceiling. So one thing we did differently on this door from our pantry door, which was our other interior door, is the pantry door we used like a eggshell or satin.
Oh yeah, this is so much better.
This is semi-gloss, And it's so much better. Because like one thing on our pantry door that it's not something we realized until significantly later. So even like when we recorded the after show, we didn't realize it. But the flatter paint shows a lot more like fingerprints every time we open it. And it's not as wipeable, which in a kitchen, you know, if you like drop your spoon of pasta sauce on the floor and it goes everywhere, which happened recently, you know, you want to be able to wipe things down. What do you think about the hinges?
I like them.
I like them too.
Yeah, they look a lot better. I mean, you know, the door frame of our closet doors is hung pretty nicely. Everything is pretty square, so it's pretty easy to replace these. It's mainly when like, because our house has a lot of foundation issues, so like everything is like a little bit crooked. So if there's a doorway that's been like shimmed and jammed all funky, replacing those hinges is, you know, of course possible, but then
It's harder, yeah.
putting it back in is harder.
I actually wasn't thinking about that. I just like didn't even really think about it because all of the hinges in our house are painted, and it's just kind of like, oh, they're all just painted the same color as the trim. That's just what it is. And I guess
accept
like,
it.
yeah, and like you don't really see very much of the hinge.
Well, especially when it's painted the same color as the trim.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true. What are your thoughts on the somewhat goofier scenes we filmed, like the glue?
I think, the glue was so fun.
That was
But
a little extra goofy.
the thing that was interesting about this is like, you know, we've been thinking about our style and stuff. And there were some scenes where we even filmed it just like saying what we're about to do. We're just adding like simple instructions and stuff.
Which
and
is kind of like what we used to do. We'd be like, okay, so next we're gonna measure these out, cut them all to size, and slap them on the door.
But I'm like, that doesn't tell the story. It
And
was
it doesn't
interesting.
add personality.
It was interesting adding some of those elements into the video consciously. Not that we weren't doing it consciously before, but I think we were extra conscious about it, and we knew why we were doing it instead of just like going with the feel.
Yeah.
So it feels nice. I mean, you know, we've been saying that we've been figuring out our style slowly over the past, you know,
2 years.
2 years. No, but like I felt like we really started hitting on it kind of this year.
Yeah.
But I think that we're still
Yeah,
continuing to like figure out what we're doing.
Yeah.
I thought that I made some advances in this one. Like I actually helped Caitlin out with some of the video editing ideas. Haha.
You did. It was Evan's idea to do the magic paint sprayer.
Yeah, that was fun.
Scene.
And the angry versus sad
And the
music.
angry versus sad music, yeah. Because I was just gonna like quickly montage with like some 80s rock.
Yeah.
And then-
But also it was like happy poppy 80s rock. And I'm like, I feel too angry. This does not match my mood.
Yeah.
Angrier, make it angrier.
Yeah, that's true.
But we'll post a picture of like these truly finished. It won't look any different, but you guys will
You guys
know.
will know.
So much more work went into them. Hope that was an interesting after show. I just like, I want to be real with you guys, but I just don't have much left.
There's nothing left to give.
On a side note, maybe we'll include this in like a after show or a mini vlog or a post. We found a place where we can get captioning services done, which is really nice.
Now we don't have to do that. It used to take us so long because we talk a lot in our videos.
We do. And then, you know, we're trying to outsource more, so your support really does help us in terms of trying to reduce the workload, but it's so ironic that you need to put time into finding, investing, and, you know, setting all these things up, but,
So
you know,
can save time later.
Should we go get lunch?
Yes. Thank you guys. I still feel like it's morning.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.